Whew, alright, that's really great timing that I was about to make this video and another blog was just posted, or news post or whatever, by Jax. Welcome everyone. I was probably planning on making a discussion video probably about the entire HD client for RuneLite being pretty much scrapped, sort of, apparently. I haven't read the news post yet. I'm going to actually read it. I'm not going to skim through it. Alright, we're going to do a good job today. But I guess this is an unexpected ramble. Oh, yikes. It's a whole ramble. By the way, it's a bit of a spoiler. My account below is the ultimate that I recently just made, so if you don't like spoilers, don't look down there, okay, bro? Just put your eyes on the main screen. Let me just remove the chat so nothing weird champ is there. Alright, cool. So this just got released. Unfortunately, I got to switch my screens real quick because this screen doesn't have anything. Alright. Oh, well, there's the friggin' leak. Don't look at the screen at all, okay? You don't see anything, dude. What's the screen down here? That's the same thing. Okay, hold on. Let's work this out. Let's make this screen big. There we go. Okay, better. So here's, we'll get into everything in a few moments here, because I just want to quickly read this over. It seems, I just skimmed through it for a few seconds. It seems like it might be good news actually for all of us. So let's just take a look. Is it display capture? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, interesting. So third-party HD client statement update. So this is the second post they've made, not the first one. So I'll read over the first one later probably, but it might be less relevant now considering this looks like it might be a switch up. Yesterday we aimed to... whoa, okay, hold on. Some fucking bug just flew into my thing. We aimed to clarify our stance on third-party HD clients. One thing I have to say, by the way, almost as like a disclaimer, don't flame the old school J-mods. Now, you're not going to normally hear me say anything like that because I'm normally all for it. But this was clearly a decision not made by the J-mods that we all see on the screen. This is something that was by the higher-ups. You can tell the J-mods are having a pretty rough time on Twitter because they actually have to kind of be like part of the community. They're probably not enjoying any of this shit right now, which sucks. I actually kind of feel bad for them. Surprisingly, I do feel pretty bad for them, but stop getting mad at them. This isn't their fault. This isn't their doing. This is they're just like the figureheads. They pretty much have to sit there and explain the shit that the higher ups have told them to say. So keep that in mind. All right. So yeah, no more flaming. Okay, that's weird coming from me. I know, because one of my last rambles, I sort of flamed the JMod, not really, just kind of critiqued it. We heard your feedback loud and clear. Oh, really? We've been discussing that feedback all day. Well, I'm sure I bet the J-mods haven't slept that well, to be honest with you, bro. This is a lot for a human to take in. That's like extremely negative. So they probably haven't slept. Our conversations today have also included 117scape. This is the guy who made the HD like plugin client, whatever. Not client. It's like a plugin, really, isn't it? Adam is the creator of the RuneLite client. Actively exploring options, work together to offer 117scape plugin as a bridge until our own version is ready for release. Now, this is how it should have been since day one, but I'm assuming the higher ups are way out of the loop on this game, so that was like, yeah, it was really bad. We could have made a really good ramble, but this unfortunately just came out, and now we can't flame the Jags, dude. That's unfortunate. We perfectly understand that you all have a voice in old school, and that voice at times can be one of frustration regarding decisions we make. Of course. I mean, to be fair, it comes from passion, though, which the J-mods are aware of. Be assured that we always welcome your feedback, whether good or bad. Yeah, it's mostly true as well. We don't always get it right. We are only human. Okay, you're making yourself... Okay, I see. That said, we have sadly seen unacceptable levels of abuse, I'm sure you have, towards individual staff members as social media is in the last 24 hours, which will not be tolerated. This team is filled to the brim and people... to the brim. Please try to remember that behind the crowns there are real people trying to do their best for the game and this community. Like I said, not the J-mods that really decided on this. This is probably just the higher-ups. We know we need to do better in providing a clear version or vision for our own client. Yeah, that's very true. Your client sucks. Why we made the... Okay, so pretty much just nothing at the ending there. So this is actually really good news, to be fair, by the looks of it. This is like huge news, actually, if anything, right? This might mean that we actually might get RuneLite HD temporarily. I guess the old school team are going to be working on their own version, and that'll be out in 4 years. So we're going to have RuneLite HD for 4 years, it seems like. Almost confirmed. I'm almost confirming it to you, bruv. That was actually one of my skeptics about their original post was like, we're working on this ourselves, so we don't want to accept yours. And we all know that big projects, especially for Jax, take about 4 to 5 years. If I remember correctly, something like Group Ironman was mentioned 4 years ago. Uh, our security being updated for our accounts was about 2019 or something. No fucking update on that either yet. And then obviously now HD client coming out from JMods or the Jax team, whatever. Well, I guess the RuneScape employees, right? Jax is the whole company. Anyway, so yeah, this is good news. I'm actually very happy this literally just came out. Now, on the other hand of things, the entire situation was extremely messed up. I honestly haven't seen, like, when I first read this yesterday when I woke up, I was so close to tweeting, yo, fuck Jagex, bro. Obviously I wasn't gonna actually tweet something, but it was gonna be similar, just not in those exact words. Um, this entire situation, I was pretty much speechless for the whole thing, to be honest, because I've never seen something handled this poorly. In terms of PR, like, this is probably one of the worst PRs Jax has seen, and they've had a lot of bad PR days. This might be the worst I've seen, to be honest. The reputation of all of it. I believe this was the #1 thing on Reddit for a while. This literal, like, RuneScape thing, the HD crap, like, this was really up there, surprisingly. It had, like, what, 70-something thousand upvotes from what? I don't know much about Reddit, okay? So it's not really my thing. But it had, like, 70,000 upvotes, which is pretty fucking high as far as I know. Most big things get, like, what, 4 or 5K probably? Something huge, maybe, like, 20, 30K. This is gigantic, to be honest, so... yeah, that was quite. So let me go back and read like the original one that they did actually post. I guess it's a little bit less relevant now, anyways. Display capture. Here we go. Right. So one thing to say, by the way, about this entire situation, it couldn't work in a better favor, I guess, when it comes to, like, public reputation for the guy who actually created the 117 guy. This is a guy who genuinely just worked on a side project slash it's probably his main project, and he knew that there was no money to be made from doing this. It was literally just something he did for fun, probably just to maybe advance his coding or whatever you want to call it. But he was doing it for free out of the goodness of his heart for something that he knew most of the community wanted. And he didn't ask for anything in return. I mean, this is like as pure and genuine as it can be when it comes to him versus Jax's statement against him, basically. So it's no wonder that, like, this kind of blew up and, like, J-Mods got flamed pretty hard. I'm not saying you should flame them, but when you actually look at all the cards, this almost made complete sense. A genuine person taking no time out of Jax's time to work on, like, to develop HD client. So the J-Mods don't have to waste any time, which also means no money is wasted on the Jax's end, which also means they can keep working on other projects. This is like as genuine as it could be for a random person in the community to just make something like this for the community. And then the worst thing that they could have done is tell him to stop working on it right before he uploads it or puts it into a plugin or whatever. So the worst thing that Jax could have done, they did. The best thing that someone part of the community could have done is what they were doing for free, no profit, really. I think they might have had like a Patreon or something, but they didn't make like a crazy amount of money off that. That was just like a side thing. So I'm gonna still say he didn't get paid. If it's a few $100, that doesn't mean he got paid. It took him 2,000 hours apparently, which we all know that. So I'm not gonna say he got paid because a few $100 for 2,000, that's not paid. That's worse than slavery, dude. So I think people working at Nike might get more money than that working on Nike shoes. All right, dude, that might equal to more money there. So yeah, it's no wonder it was a huge clash with the community versus the J-Mods, the team, I guess, or whatever. You really couldn't have made the situation any worse. You did the worst thing, which was tell him after 2 years of development to stop working on it because you're not going to accept it. I mean, you had the whole 2 years to tell him we're not going to accept it anyways or some shit. So, yeah, like I said, it couldn't have been any worse. So let's go back to this, I guess. Click here to show the message. What is this exactly? Okay. So this is the older one they posted yesterday, I believe. Well, let's clarify stance third-party clients, blah, 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 blah. Yesterday, we contacted developers of known HD projects. Why don't you just say RuneLite, dude? We asked them to stop developing on their projects because this is a project we are directly investigating at Jax. directly investigating time. Is that what they meant? We look forward to being able to share progress on our own. No, you don't, bro. Dude, we all know Jax doesn't work on shit correctly, and it's always like 4 years later. I still don't know where like the account security blog is, by the way. Like that is literally 2019 tweet, and they haven't talked about it. I really don't know how this company works sometimes. For something as serious as account security, it really needs to be one of the like main things you work on, is to make sure your shit is secure. It kind of shows that like you don't care or something as JMods if you don't at least like work on it. I don't know. Is it them being assigned projects that don't have to be involved with account security, so they don't have time or something? I don't know how it works over there, bro. But there's still none of that. By the way, recently one of the better Iron Man actually got hacked. Mr. Allo, unfortunately, he had like a 15 bill Iron Man bank. He hasn't played for a few years really. And he recently got hacked as well. I think someone else on top page Iron Man got hacked as well. There's been, and dude, I'm telling you, an Iron Man getting hacked really hurts. If my hardcore ever got hacked, I'd probably have to quit the account, to be honest. It'd be heartbreaking, bro, because it takes a long time to get those items on an Iron Man, just for it to be bamboozled by fucking awful account security. So, I mean, I haven't been hacked in a very long time. The last time I got hacked, what is it called? Double secure. I can't think of the word right now, but you know, it's like authenticator and shit. Two-step authenticator stuff. What was it called? Two-step. Fuck, dude, it's literally on the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm talking about, all right? That was barely a thing. This is like 2012, 2013 or something. So we really didn't have like that type of security for emails yet. It was kind of still new. Now we all have that shit. We're all good to go, but it was still very new back then. So that's how I got hacked. XSplit, which is like OBS, that people mostly use for streaming nowadays. There was one before OBS called XSplit. They had a database leak. The password I used on it was the same password my email had, not my RuneScape account. Because I was I was fucking 18 years old. I don't want to keep 8 million passwords on me, so I just made everything almost the same. That database got leaked. Then they got into my email and hacked my account. So I haven't been hacked since. Maybe I'm a bit of a target just because, YouTube/streaming. But it could still happen to anyone by the looks of it. There's no doubt in my mind these people had all the security stuff in measure. They just, I guess when you don't log onto an account too often, it might be easier to hack it because the person's not aware that they can't log in. You know what I mean? That's why I dropped most of my stuff from my RS3 Iron Man, because I was like, if I'm not going to pay attention to the account, so this is way off topic, to be honest with you. But, so besides the point, now I did see quite a few, dude, Twitter has been pretty bad the past few days, but I did see, okay, hold on. I guess we have, a new post from Mr. Ones. Okay, here we go. This is just live as we're doing it. So 117, the guy who made the HD plugin stuff, right, has a new post. Let's read it, dude. We've been heard. Jax has reached out to me to establish ongoing communications regarding how we can move forward. I am in talks with Mod Sween, I would call it good J-Mods, who are lovely people and are not personally responsible for yesterday's decision to shut down on RuneLite HD. That goes for the rest of the old school team too. Yeah, hey, I covered that. See, I'm a smart person, dude. So continue to make yourself heard, but please remember to be respectful. Okay, so it's basically just doing something very, see, like I said, you can't hate this guy, bro. He's got all the cards, dude. Free. He's doing it for free out of the kindness of his heart. He did it for us, the community, and now he's telling you that don't flame the J-Mods. Oh, bro, if you want to be president, bro, just let me know, dude. You got it. So the next thing I am wondering about, like the original issue here, is obviously we know Jax has finally started working on their own client, the like vanilla client, what do you want to call it? As of like the past little while, mostly because of Steam, I think, as well. I think the main reason it seems like it was because of Steam. I am wondering if long term their real goal here is to get rid of all third-party clients and to just have everything on their own thing, which personally I don't even know if I'd actually be a fan of that, because that just means the J-Mods have to work on their client and they have to come up with ideas for the client. Whereas if you think about it, everything they've added to their vanilla client, their actual client right now, has been stolen, technically, from other clients and just plugged in. Like they have, tile markers, they've got, everything you've seen that RuneLite has. And technically RuneLite kind of took some of them anyways from Orion / Old School Buddy, if you remember way back in the day. The like technically the first official third-party client. This sounds weird. Official third-party client. It was the community's official third-party. How's that sound? Does that sound more good? Okay, that didn't sound good either. But it was like it was our client to use. It was technically our official client, but it was a third-party client. So you get what I mean. And then it moved on from that to RuneLite, to be honest, because, well, there was a few others in there too, but those are the two main ones, Old School Buddy and then RuneLite. And RuneLite honestly just destroyed Old School Buddy in like 2 days because it was free pretty much. And Old School Buddy costs like $2 or $3. But this does make me wonder this. Are they doing this because in the future, maybe they are planning on charging us for the client? It does make me think it's a possibility. Especially after the post they released yesterday. They literally just told this dude to fuck off pretty much after 2 years. So the higher ups really don't know much about the game, it seems like, dude. They don't know how shit works. They don't know how a community-driven game is supposed to be run by the looks of it. Because they did the worst they could have done yesterday for a community-driven game. Which is actually, by the way, nice to see the communities like all on board on the same thing. That's pretty... That was probably one of the first times I've really seen the community not defend Jax at all and only defend this, innocent person that worked on this client or plugin, whatever. But yeah, I'm starting to think that this might one day come down to them removing all clients, which means the JMods have to start working on like dev time onto the official client, which doesn't seem productive in my opinion. It's very weird, isn't it? You have this like client that literally kind of made your game, dude. Orion Client, or Old School Buddy, was literally used the first few months of Old School being released. And it became the only client people use. It was huge. It had like, 80% of the player base using it or something? That's huge, dude. This game kind of runs off third-party clients if you think about it, since the first few months of it being released. So the past decade almost been a decade to be honest. It's been always third-party. Like, no one uses vanilla client. It's very rare that people use it. Maybe 1 every 10 people might be using it. Does that even sound accurate? Everyone I know uses it, so to me it wouldn't be 1 every 10. But obviously, I'm more involved with people that play a lot, probably. So the people that play a lot probably do use a client. At least RuneLite. I don't know about the other clients out there. So yeah, it's pretty much been like client-driven game by the looks of it, and I have nothing really against it. And there's obviously some plugins that are really OP, but for the most part, just the typical stuff seemed to be kind of fine. I know that RS3 has something called Rune Metrics, and that thing costs money, and it does something similar to what RuneLite does, but it's like a budget. It's an extremely budget RuneLite, but it costs money to use every month. So the fact that it's already kind of in the game on RuneScape 3 makes me think maybe, because I'm assuming if you own Jagex, you own both the game. So like whoever owns the company right now, they probably see the other version that has like a Rune Metrics thing, and they're like, yo, maybe we should do this for the old school one. Like I don't know if that's what they're thinking or not, but it seems like it, because they could technically, I mean, originally we were being charged for the client, right? Old School Buddy. A lot of people used it and people were being charged for it. I believe some of the people that worked on Old School Buddy for the first few years of the game being out, they were making pretty good money, to be honest, because it wasn't like a gigantic team. It was a pretty decent sized team, but they were making pretty good money. And then that money just literally disappeared as soon as RuneLite came out. That probably gave them a big reality check on how business works, honestly, because it's just boom, you're making all this money, then choop, nothing after, because someone else made a free version of it. That's crazy. Think about it. So that's where it seems like it might be headed one day. I personally, the RuneLite client, at least, I don't have an issue. There's some plugins that are a bit weird. There's some plugins in the plugin hub that you're I don't know if this even got approved, dude. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's become a pretty big portion, a big part of the game. I think if they ever removed clients fully and they didn't have client related stuff in their own client, they didn't have, all the extra shit, that'd be a pretty big blow to the actual player base possibly. But at least they're doing it on their normal client, their vanilla one, their official client. So at least we have that if they ever get rid of clients. But hopefully they keep updating if they do that. I don't really see the reason why they're taking that path. Okay, so they made a message just now saying that there's okay, so This is actually big news, to be honest. What they just said, that this really just shows that as a community, as we really just pipe up together, we can actually make a change. Hey, I told you guys, you just gotta talk shit to Jagex and you will get things changed. See, I've been doing this since 2008, dude. Just talk mad shit and then you get your way after, alright? Oh man, this is that good mom mentality shit going on, bro. I mean, hey, technically it's true. We technically work together here, blasted Jagex, and now we got the change we wanted, so that is not great, dude. That's fucking horrible for the future, dude. But I'm happy, obviously, we got this. Is a big change for us. Looks like Twitter's just piping up, to be honest, in a good way. They're piping up in a happy way, all right? So this is good to see, to be honest. But remember, anything that ever happens like this in the future, don't flame the JMods. I know I even do it too, but not with things like this. Okay, I don't flame the JMods. I don't tell them to like kill himself, because I'm pretty sure they got some death threats. I never would take it to that level, obviously, but neither should you. I don't think anyone really watching my video would take it to that level. It's probably just very random casual players. The people that play 1 hour a day are probably doing death threats. Like, no way, bro. The game I play for 1 hour a day, you're ruining it. So yeah, keep that in mind at all times when any update happens. If it's something that obviously the JMods you don't think would actually approve, it probably wasn't their idea. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I am so lucky that I made this video now instead of like earlier. I was gonna record this like 2 hours ago before they actually released their newest statement. So thank God I waited, because that would have been pretty bad. I would have to delete the whole video, that's for sure. Especially if I uploaded it. In case you guys are like out of the loop, these are like the things. It looks like this is actually what we're going to be getting in RuneScape pretty soon. By the looks of it, because of our bitching, this is what's going to be in the game pretty soon. Now, I've never been a huge advocate for like I don't really care much about HD stuff. These do look beautiful though, I'm not going to lie. This almost looks like artwork, like in terms of like a, you know, like a fucking painting, dude. So, it looks like we're actually going to get this type of shit very soon, since they, I guess, cooperate with each other now. In case you haven't seen the actual artwork on this dude, fucking, it's honestly pretty incredible. I mean, this is like, holy shit, the fire capes look pretty. This really does bring you back to like way back in the day type of looking graphics. Hey, holy shit, that is this is fucked up, dude. I actually haven't looked at all these pictures yet, to be honest, but yeah, this is gonna be in the game pretty soon. Isn't that crazy to think about? We're gonna have this for free. Jax spent 0 time on this. They spent 0 dev time, and we're gonna get this anyway. So that, like, how much of a blessing is that we're getting this, and it took no time from the JMods, because they obviously are working on the account security still. So they didn't have any time to work on this, obviously, right? That's crazy, bro. This guy does fucking amazing ass work. Jesus Christ, the fact that you can see that of it is pretty sweet. So, you know what? I actually might play HD for a little while. Just theater looks fucking. Oh, I think I saw this one a little while ago, actually. TOB does look mad interesting, actually, on HD client. Holy crap. That is pretty crazy. I never played much on HD even back in the day, but this kind of looks even better than, like, HD back in the day, like the official, like, Jax fucking HD, to be honest. So, yeah, I might actually give this a shot, to be honest, whenever it comes out now, I guess. So, good news, dude. Very good news. I followed the guy today, alright? I wasn't really following him before, but now we're following, alright? Well, I gotta say, I really do hope Jax or the higher-ups learn from this, dude, because this was awful. Like, dude, the guy's tweet got literally 10,000 likes, which is, you don't really see 10,000 likes on, like, RuneScape tweets, but this dude that made the statement saying Jax fucked him over, it got 10,000. Dude, that's huge. I think the one he just posted now would probably get 10,000. Like, oh, you can't actually see it until I scroll down there. So this one currently has 700. This is at 10,300. That is a lot, my guy. That really is a friggin' lot. So, hey, congrats to this dude. He made a very good tweet, to be honest, and most people had his back. Actually, I think everyone had his back. I don't think there was a single person. Well, there was a few. I saw some dumbass comment like, if we get HD EOCs coming, I'm like, oh god, bro, just get this guy to the community, but get him out of there, dude. We don't need this. That's a fucking awful idea, dude. So yeah, anyways, enjoy your days. I guess I will see you guys in a bit. The Ultimate Iron Man will have episode 2 probably out soon-ish, I think. I still have a ramble recorded from like a week ago now, and I feel like everything that keeps happening, I keep making a new ramble for it. So yeah. Oh, and discussing the ultimate, not the ultimate, fucking the group Iron Man. I think there's a decent chance actually where they talked about Hardcore Iron Man only being able to PVM with Hardcore Iron Man, like the group. So it looks like what I kind of wanted we might actually be getting. I guess they kind of like the idea. I don't know if I pitched it to them first or not, but I did mention how they should make it so at least hardcores should be able to only PVM with each other. So I think they are actually doing that. Where I think regular Iron Man will not have that like limitation, I guess, or restriction or whatever. So that worked out, I guess, for everyone, hopefully. Unless you plan on making a hardcore, then guess what, bitch? You suck anyways. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Whoa, that sounds like I'm ending my stream. Oh, yikes, dude. Thanks for listening, and have a great day. After having put thousands of hours into wasting my life on old school, I set myself a goal to up the ante and see if I could max an Ultimate Iron Man. I'm now attempting to see how much more acid I can sink into this chair. This is my road to being homeless.